Welcome to Business. Central Bank Governor nominee Thugge intends to pursue policies that might see the number of banks in the country shrink considerably once in office. Thugge, who appeared before the Departmental Committee on Finance and National Planning for vetting, says he prefers a few strong banks with a competitive capability in the region. Here's Jasmine Morani with the report.
As Dr. Patrick Njoroge nears the end of his term, President William Ruto's nominee for the post of CBK governor Tuesday jumped through one of the final loops on his way to the top of the Apex Bank. Dr. Thugge has promised to merge smaller banks with bigger banks in a bid to reduce the risk of collapse for smaller banks while strengthening the merged units to compete favorably.
If I do become the governor of the central bank, that is one area I would like to continue to pursue, so that we have fewer banks, stronger banks with strong capital and liquidity buffers that can expand even regionally, and can cause more competition in the market, which may ultimately lower interest rates as they compete with one another.
The former Treasury Principal Secretary further says that should he land the job, he will flout a dollar-denominated bond to save the shilling from further slide, noting that there has been an increase in preference among wealthy Kenyans to increase their dollar deposits within local banks.
If we can get those Kenyans who are holding dollars in their deposits to buy into it, because I'm sure the government can offer a better rate, then we'll have the possibility of actually increasing liquidity of dollars in the system, but also building up foreign exchange in the central bank, because ultimately, once the national treasury gets those dollars, they will sell them to the central bank and get the shilling equivalent.
If approved by the committee, Thugge will take over the reins of the central bank at a time when the shilling has weakened to historic lows as the government grapples with high loan repayments ahead of the maturity of the Eurobond. The challenge has been compounded by lower demand for bonds on the domestic market on one hand and lower credit ratings on the other, which threaten to make it more difficult for Kenya to access commercial loans on the international market. Jasmine Morani for KTN News.
The government plans to set up an investment bank to ease access to capital for companies or individuals seeking to invest in environmental